What is it?
Reiki is a modality of energy healing, manipulation. Everything in the universe is energy. And our negative thoughts and emotions sometimes create constrictions in our physical body, which in turn create constrictions in our body of affairs. So with a Reiki healing, it means that the energy will flow through the practitioner to the client to move those energy constrictions. It's very relaxing. It helps to expedite healing on a physical, mental, and emotional level. And many of my students have mastered Reiki. They've taken the course and they know how to heal their families. They know how to work with themselves. Also, we have other workshops. We have other people come in and put on workshops. Anything that is going to help the human family. We want to, this is a time of change. This is a time of moving forward. We don't want to hold on to those things that no longer serve us. We really need to let go and let the divine energy within us lead, guide, and direct us to our greater yet to be.
So let's go with the flow and talk about this recession. It's not a recession for everyone. Think about the recession, depression. Everyone's not going to lose their job.
That's true.
Many people will make money. They will make millions. They become millionaires because of the recession. And those who do lose their job or lose a little money, it may be a wake-up call. It may be something they needed. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. In fact, this time in my life, whenever there's a so-called recession, you know, whenever Republicans get in, they may not call it a recession, but money slows down.
Right.
This time in my life is not it's not that way because I don't see it that way. That's not my reality.
That's not your reality.
That's not my reality. We create our own realities.
In spite of the recession.
In spite of. And because of. Because contrast creates desire. If you don't have any money, you've lost your job, it's going to make you desire to have some money to feed your family, to function in daily life. And with that desire, if you can maintain a certain level of consciousness, of faith and belief, you can attract to you something better. I've always been told that when one door closes, another of equal or better value is already opened. Sometimes we need to be shook up. We get complacent. I've had jobs where I love my job. I worked at Channel 7. And I love that job. And the rug had to be pulled out from under me in order to make me to move on to something bigger and better. I got complacent. We get complacent.
Yeah, I know I am.
You know, so this recession, so-called recession, you know, it all depends on your consciousness.
On your consciousness.
You know, and I don't believe that there is, I don't believe.
Well, we got to explain that because, you know, you have the reality of the world. You turn on television, you drive down the street, that is a reality.
Look, let me tell you something. They haven't had any gold or silver to back up their paper money for a long time.
Long time.
This is not something new. It's just now coming into the open. And corporations, the big crooks, are finally feeling it.
Yeah,
okay,
everybody.
That's what's happening.
Everybody feeling it.
You know,
yeah.
I had somebody tell me the other day that works at a large institution, which had a humongous layoff. And they said, I don't know whether I should have been laid. I don't know if it would have been better for me to be laid off or to be here. And I said, excuse me? You know, the people here, they're so negative right now and everybody's dealing with fear, but you don't have to accept that into your consciousness.
Right.
You need to be grateful that for what is. Be grateful for
whatever
what
it is, you should be grateful for what
because
is.
you created your particular circumstance.
Let's talk about that creation and fear. There's a lot of people who are downright scared. For many Americans, this is the first recession they've ever seen. And for the rest of us, it's the worst recession we've ever seen.
That's true. That's
so
true.
There is fear in the streets. So how do we not focus on the fear, focus on what could be, and really focus on what is and what you want to be?
That's hard to teach somebody to do when they're in the midst of it. But actually, you know, we've talked about this before. The dark night of the soul is probably the best time in your life. It's the best time in your life because when you are in that, when you have hit rock bottom, there's nowhere to go but up. You say, okay, I've lost my job, I'm about to lose my house, I'm losing my family, blah, 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 whatever it is that you are holding on to.
Yes, yes.
And you're afraid to lose it. When you lose it, you're free. You're free to create that which you want. But there are two things that you're going to attract to you into your life, the things that you love and the things that you fear. If you have a job and you are afraid of losing your job, it's almost guaranteed that you're going to lose your job. And the Bible says, to those that have, much is given, and to those that have not, what you have is taken away from you. So if you don't have the faith in the universe that you are going to be supplied with your every need, the little bit that you might have, them few twos and fews and kibbles and bits, they ain't going to be gone. You better hold on to what you have and be grateful. There's an analogy, you know, in the Bible, where Jesus had a multitude of 5,000 people he had to feed. And all he had was 2 little Sunday school kids who had brought their lunch to the lesson. And I think he had 5 loaves and 2 little fish. And when he took what he had and he held it up and he gave thanks for what he had. Now this is the story. He gave thanks for what he had, and then he was able to feed those 5,000, plus take up 12 large, you know, not those little bitty baskets, 12 large baskets of leftovers. If you use what you have, use what you already have, be grateful for the money that you have now, bless it, and then give it out. And as you give out your money, say, I am expecting I thank you for the tenfold return of this money. You've got to plant seed money. You haven't got but $1 and you need 1,000. You take that $1 and give it to somebody who's hungry, and then you get to yourself and you say, I am expecting $100 for that tenfold return of the $1 that I gave. Then when you get that $100, you give out that you give out a portion of that and expect a tenfold return. It is done unto you according to your belief. If you believe in lack and limitation, suffering, and poverty, that's what you got.
Well, that's why I'm here now, because I know I've been suffering from limiting beliefs. The guy saw me on television, and you know, I'm doing the same shtick for like 17 years. And it's all, Mark, you put yourself down. You sell yourself short. You're so negative at times, which I am. And I say, you know what? You're right. I do sell myself short because I'm comparing myself with Lester Holt, my hero, Lester Holt. See, Lester Holt was an NBC. Lester Holt's probably a millionaire, damn near a millionaire.
You know, I never heard of Lester Holt, but I've heard of you.
Yeah, but I'm not at 30 Rockefeller Center, New York City, making $1 million.
But you're not in competition.
I know that, but I'm saying that I think people like me and probably our viewers at home, we judge our success and our being on what we see on that TV.
That's true, but you know what? We can't be in competition with anybody. When we want to aspire to do something, it's because this is what is ingrained in us or encoded in us. But if I hold myself up to Deepak, although we have the same wisdom, if I hold myself up to Sai Baba, although we have the same energy, I would feel less than perfect.
Yes, that's true.
I would feel less than perfect. But my problem, and your problem too,
yeah, my problem, is
laziness. If we were consistent with our own spiritual work, we would be in a different place.
But I don't know. I know about you. I know about me, Lady Oshun. I know I have limiting beliefs. And the limiting beliefs is that because you always been limiting. I mean, you is what you is. Well, I know, because if you're a kid in school or even in college and all you got was C's all your life, you never got A's and B's. It's really hard to say why I'm an A student, because all I've gotten is C's all my life.
And you know, if you have a desire to get an A, it takes work.
But you don't see yourself getting an A. You can't see it and believe it because you never gotten the C.
And that's what I'm saying. That's laziness, because you have to use energy and effort to see yourself with it. It takes energy to visualize. It takes effort. I may not get up in the morning and visualize what I think I want. I might do it today, I might do it tomorrow, and then I'm going to slack off.